Hello, hello. Happy Thursday evening. This is Dr. Debbie Roche, and this is Divine Insights. And in this Facebook Live, I pull intuitive cards and give mini intuitive readings. And so tonight we will be pulling from several different decks. I'm going to actually share this to a few pages so that, let's see, one second. But anyway, welcome, welcome. I hope your week is going really well and that you're happy and healthy. And so it tomorrow, I don't know if anybody is local that's joining us today, but tomorrow is the full moon ceremony on Gulfport Beach from 7:30 to 8:30. I will be at that gathering. It's always a really nice gathering. And Jay Maya will be singing, and Trace will be there, and I believe Reverend Kimberly Harrow will be doing the meditation. And so it's always a nice event, and it's usually beautiful out there. And so, of course, all are welcome. And so tonight, I will be pulling some intuitive cards. I am at my niece's house, and so they are around me. So, Raina, would you like to come say hello? She's they both have very strong gifts themselves. So this is Raina Lopez. She's 9 years old, and then Juliana is over there, and she's 12 years old. And so tonight we have several cards. So I'm going to just show you some of the cards. They'll be, I'm sure, popping in and saying hello. I'm going to have Raina pull my cards. If anybody would like Raina to pull your cards, feel free. But both of them were born with exceptional intuitive gifts. And so I have Raina pull my cards at least twice a week usually. And she's very, very accurate, actually. So anyway, I'm just going to go through some of the cards and show you what I have. These are some of my favorite decks. For those of you that are new to intuitive connection, intuition is, I feel, a gift that we all have. And, for me, my intuitive connection, my intuitive gift really has been one of my greatest blessings of my life. And I have used it in so many different ways. And I'm so grateful to have such a strong connection. And I believe that all of us are intuitively gifted. And so one of the things I most wanted to show my nieces as they have grown up and grown along next to me is to really pay attention to the information that we get intuitively, whether that be clairvoyance, which is seeing images, which would be usually images or actually little mini movie clips, or clairaudient information, which is coming through the hearing words or phrases. There's all different fancy words, but they all have clair in front of them. There's clairsentience, which is like a knowing or a feeling inside. Clairgustience, which is taste, and many, many other fancy intuitive words. But basically, however your intuition or intuitive information gets to you is all wonderful and perfect. And so one of the intuitive tools that I use so often and in so many different ways are different types of oracle cards and intuitive cards. And so there are many, many different types, and they all have a specific energy or vibration associated with them. And they each for those of you that are new to intuitive cards, each card set has a different way of displaying the information. They often have really cool artwork that's associated with the decks. Alana Fairchild is one of my favorite authors of the decks. So I always, her decks are usually a little deeper than most. Some are very simple and quick, like the messages that you can get, like these cards, these lunar cards, which I like the feel of these cards. But these cards specifically, they're very simple in their in the way that they display the information, the intuitive information. But how intuitive card works, for those of you that are new to this intuitive kind of tool, is that there are different types of decks. This is a really simple moon deck, but I liked them because of their simplicity, because sometimes I don't feel like reading the entire book. But when I'm feeling a little bit like, not pensive, but wanting to go a little bit deeper, I love the decks by Alana Fairchild. And I specifically love this deck because it actually has a poem associated with each of the writings or each of the cards. And I'm using that as inspiration as I write my own book. And so if anybody would like a reading, just let me know in the text and I will begin doing card or readings for people. And so I love these decks I love this deck because it is so simple, and it's usually, they have very just power statements. And I really, I love this deck for that reason. And they're very simple, but profound in its own way. Sure, Lydia, welcome. So sure, I'll be happy to pull a deck for you. I have different cards. Do you have a specific preference? I have the Lunar Oracle deck. I have the Journey of Love deck. I have Crystal Angels. I have regular angels or angels, gods, and goddesses for this deck. This Facebook Live is put on by the Unity of Gulfport. So if let's see, no, which one would you like? So you said no, so I'm not sure which one. So angel, gods, and goddesses, or just the regular. But if anybody feels guided to make a donation, you can do so in the information above this video, or at for PayPal is unityofgulfport@gmail.com. And then there's a Venmo. It's at Unity of Gulfport. And then there's a website, unityofgulfport.org/give, whatever you like. Okay, let me tap in. So let's see. I feel it's this one and this one. So usually how I pick card decks for people is I can actually feel the vibration off the deck. And so this deck, sometimes they can be a little bit abstract in the way. I love the colors on these cards. This is the Journey of Love deck. So I'm going to pull 2 from here and then 2 or 3 from the other one. There's some kitty cats around here. So let's see. 1, 2. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 7. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? It's been kind of weird energetically lately. A lot of people are going through a lot of stuff lately. It was raining all day, so that was kind of odd. Lydia, are you local? How did you find me? Lydia, I haven't seen you here before. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, Lydia. First one is purification and detoxification. This really, this isn't just your physical body, excuse me, but also your heart and energetic body. And so your guides are really wanting you to pay extra attention to what is no longer serving you, to clear it. And so this is about not just clearing our physical bodies, but also detoxing our spirits and our hearts from the things that we might be holding on to, whether it be resentment or non-forgiveness, or toxic relationships or friendships, or things that are pulling our energy away from what we're supposed to be doing right now, whatever it might be. Your guides are wanting you to pay extra attention to whatever it is that you feel that you need to clear, and also your physical body. So juicing would be helpful. Fresh foods. I've been doing a lot of high vibration eating right now. And so like leafy greens and lemons and fruits that actually hang closest to the sun often have a higher vibration, like papaya and mango and banana and all of those. And so purification is really important over the next month or so. So I would pay extra attention, drink lots of water as well. But also I'm hearing thoughts. So I feel that your thoughts tend to beach up a little bit sometimes, and just to be extra aware of what your mind is saying to you. They're wanting you to, this card says, just for a moment, joy. So they're really wanting you to just really pay attention to how things make you feel vibrationally, and really tap into joy. Like what brings you the most joy in the simple things? Because it really is often the simple things that bring us the most joy. Oh, it's cool. Well, welcome. That's neat that you found me on Facebook. So welcome. There also passion and purpose. So I feel like you're still kind of figuring that out exactly. I feel that writing would be extra helpful in you deciding what it is that you're most meant to do here on this planet. But most importantly, they're wanting you to tap in as you're exploring different options. They're wanting you to tap into the vibration of how your heart feels when you are thinking about different avenues of where you're supposed to go. And so they're wanting you to tap into how it feels in your heart, not so much in your head, if that makes sense. And so let's see, clear quartz. It says, let yourself feel all your emotions. I am going through a big feeling year. And so I've really stayed committed this year to really feeling everything, feeling all the losses and all the pieces of the losses. And so your guides are saying that it's important that you remain still for that aspect of your soul self. That's what I'm hearing audibly. That you that in order for you to move forward in your life, you have to clear the vibrations of the emotions that are holding you back. And sometimes it can be really subtle, like things like resentment or not letting go of something, or not letting go of the pain of an emotional injury from before, or not going to the bottom of grief. And so they're really wanting you to feel everything so you can release it to be able to move forward. And it's that moving forward piece that's the essential piece of what they're emphasizing for you, is that if there's some fear or some, I want to say scraggly thinking, because my brain can do that to me a little bit too. And they're just saying that it's the forward motion that's the most important, because I feel you're supposed to do really important things, especially you're supposed to serve other people's hearts in some ways. And so that it's essential that you are able to move forward to be able to serve them and help them. And so the last card, oh no, there's two cards left. Central awakening. So pay extra attention to your body. I'm not sure, they're not showing me if you have a partner or not, but you may want to tap in more to intimate type of touch. Would be very helpful right now to just get more connected to your physical body in whatever way that you feel is appropriate for you. Because, the flow of that energy through our bodies and our chakras is really essential for us to even connect even more fully to the divine. So in whatever way you can connect to your sensuality would be really helpful for you to even connect you stronger to spirit. That's what I'm getting from this card. And then this last card, it says Heart of Gold, and this is your power card. So you have an exceptional gift of the heart, and that they're just wanting to affirm that. And so people with really big hearts can often be very sensitive in some ways, and they're just wanting you to just be extra. Let me put my volume down on my phone. Extra conscientious of how your heart is feeling, and also asking yourself what your heart needs, because it's like your heart is your one of your most powerful tools in this lifetime, is to be able to serve with your heart, and also to connect to people and to love people with your heart. And so they're wanting you to make sure that your heart is getting what you need so you're able to do that more fully. And so I hope that's helpful. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Is there a deck that you would like? So, Lydia, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm here every Thursday at 7:30. So, welcome. And so I see Karen Garcia. Welcome. What would you let's see, I'm gonna show a couple decks and let me know what deck you would like. I hope everybody's having a wonderful week. It's been a little bit of an odd week for me, but it's getting better as I go. So as I step more into action, another family member died yesterday, so it's been just a lot of loss this year, and so I'm learning how to navigating it more fully. And so Crystal, so she's asking what the choices are. We have Crystal Angels, we have Journey of Love, we have Angel Therapy, we have Angel Gods and Goddesses, we have Teenage Angel Oracle cards, or just the blue deck. It's just a simple kind of deck, but it still has good messages. And then we have Shamanic Medicine and Archangel Gabriel, which this deck is really good for like projects. So if you're doing any type of business projects or writing projects, that's a good deck, is the Gabriel deck. And then the last one is the Lunar Oracle. So if you saw one, Karen, let me know. The crystal deck, okay. This is a really good general use deck. I use this deck often. I've been adding to my collection lately, so that's been kind of cool. I have this psychic vision of having like a bookcase of all cards, so I can like pull for people. Hello, little muffin. This is Lil Raina. She is one of the best card pullers that I know. So I will have her pull one of your cards, and then I'll do the rest. All right. What number, Raina? 3. Okay, so that's the third. So how I do readings is that I see, so that's the third one. So 3 is 3, and then I'll do the rest. You can do mine though in a little while. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is Raina. She loves math. She loves kitty cats and teasing me relentlessly. 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 27. All right, Karen. Okay. All right, Karen, let's see. Unconventionality. This card is all about not going with the flow, really being proud of your uniqueness and knowing that your heart is always going to be non-conventional. And that can be a little frustrating when you want to fit in. I have a heart like that and a mind like that I'm so unconventional that it's hard to find a box that I fit in, and that's been frustrating at times. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter. But because in this lifetime, you have a little bit of that unconventionality. I can't talk tonight, and so so what your spirit guides are just saying is that that was grace in the kitty, that you're just accept that, because if you fight it, it will just make you miserable. And so it's like almost like just accepting it and then doing what makes you most happy. There's no fighting it, because I've been thinking about it a little bit all my life, but just accepting it and embracing it and being proud that you're strong enough to be that unique and unconventional, and just know that that's just part of your nature and your energy. No, it says answered prayers. This I don't know this stone. It says unikite, but it says all your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. So when it comes to prayer, when it comes to calling in our angels, there's that piece of when things happen for us is us calling in divine support. But then the other piece is to get, excuse my language, but just to get off our asses and get to work, right? So I had a priest friend for many years named Honest John, and not Honest John, Father John. And I loved him so much. He was such a big part of my family. And he used to say, pray to God like everything depends on him, and then work like hell like everything depends on you. And so that's kind of this thing that you've done a lot of work, and so divine support, even more divine support, is able to get to you, because it really is often. Oh, thank you so much. She says thank you. Karen says thank you for pulling her card. Oh, she says you're welcome. And so spiritual path. So this card, when I touch this card for you, Karen, the more that you, is what I'm hearing, the more that you pursue your spiritual path and invest in your connection to spirit. And what I mean by that, like our lives are always busy in some ways, right? And so whether that be exercising or self-care or family or career or service or whatever it might be, and they're just wanting you to commit to putting more time and energy into your spiritual path, because it will strengthen you in every single way. Like it will strengthen your mind, your groundedness, your heart, your sense of clarity. And so I know sometimes for me, I can get caught up in the doing and overdoing. And so they're saying the more that you're able to invest in your spiritual walk here on this earth, in whatever way that you're most drawn, it will be greatly helpful to you in every single area. Like almost they're showing me like the amount of energy that you invest, like let's say it's a penny's worth, right? They're showing me like 100 pennies coming back to you just from that one investment of a penny. I know that's a little bit of a weird analogy, but the more that you invest in that, the more that it will help you in so many. Did I pick this one? I did. Good job. Good job. And Karen said thank you. And so the next one, it says divine life purpose. And this is clarity and precision around this divine life purpose for you. And so they're wanting you to sit with what you're most wanting to do, and really get clear what would make you most happy. I think you're in an okay spot now. I feel that you're in a content kind of, but what is it that you are most wanting to do here that will bring you the most joy? Because I feel like part of your walk here is the experience of you figuring out exactly what it is that you are most meant to do here. So I'm seeing meditation, I'm seeing journaling, I'm seeing like breath work or connecting to the energy of nature will help bring you some clarity. This is Fluffy, for those of you that This is a stray they brought in. This is Fluffy. She's extra cuddly. But your divine purpose is your focus here. So you figuring that out is really part of your walk. And sometimes that doesn't come, and the refinement of that walk is not always clear. So know that you are able, that it will come to you, but it's going to be in that connection to your spiritual path and your spiritual activities that will bring you greater clarity as to the next steps of what your divine life purpose here is. Because I feel if you don't figure it out, or you just kind of poo-poo it and don't invest anything in it, like you'll never be joyful. You never feel really happy unless you figure this out or get closer to this. And then your power card is control. Control doesn't just involve like controlling other people around us. It's that inability to surrender to the wisdom and the timing and the beauty of the universe. And I people with very strong minds often have trouble just going with the flow, even if that flow is not what we're most wanting or what we're most what we think it should be. And so I fall into this category a little bit. I have some friends that laugh at me often, but and I'm working on it. I've gotten a lot better at surrender. And so the opposite of control is surrender, especially to the wisdom of the universe, right? Especially timing. And they're emphasizing the timing piece. So know that the divine timing is always perfect, even if we don't think so. And so, but yeah, control is that ego part of our minds that is always trying to feel safe, right? And so our minds are trying to control everything in our lives so that we can be safe. But often safe means not stepping out of our comfort zone and not doing the things that scare us, but also give us great joy and excitement. So they're just trying to be extra careful of how your mind is limiting you and to trust. So I hope that's helpful. If anybody would like to be on our mailing list, either the Unity of Gulfport's mailing list for events like this or mine personally, please drop your email or send it to me privately. Let's see, Wendy. Sure, Wendy. Did you? So Wendy says, my energy is feeling off lately. It feels a bit unsettled. Butterflies in my stomach. Please pull a card. So is there a deck that you feel drawn to, or you just want me to pull one that I feel guided? We have some different decks. Let's see. I think it's the Angel Therapy deck. If it's not, if you've seen another deck, you're welcome. You're welcome very much, Karen. I hope that's helpful. All right. Let's see. Sure, Wendy. So my first question, I'm intuitively seeing this. So when my energy is off, I'm always thinking chakras, my energy field, and so I feel intuitively that your root chakra, stepping into your body a little bit more might be helpful for the grounding piece of things. So I know for me, exercise and movement and balancing and essential oils always help me to align my energy field when it's feeling wonky. And so let's see. All right. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I love these cards because I love this image of the Reiki image on these cards. So this is showing the Reiki energy coming off the hands, or divine energy coming off the hands. And I love that visual, because we often can't see energy unless you're extra gifted. I know people that do that. It says the healing angel is with you, supporting your healing work. So however you're healing the universe, know that you have help. But if you're a healer in some way, or you give a lot with your heart, know that it's really important that we sometimes do extra self-care because we're giving so much. And I feel that might be a part of this, is that you've been giving a little bit too much, and that you haven't been replenishing yourself enough. Let's see. It says integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. So when it comes to that of so this card isn't so much about like integrity of character. This is about lining up your life towards the things that you know that you're most meant to do here. And I know sometimes that we can get stuck in certain life rhythms, whether it be financial or relationship or just things that we know are not
being uncool.
And so that was Raina coming by. But that there, I hear the word congruency. So they're wanting you to take a look at your life and say, okay, these are my core values, and these are what I most want to do. You know, A, B, and C, or and then another list. These are the things that I need to let go of, and they're emphasizing relationship of some kind. I can't see if it's romantic or other, but there could be things that are in your field that are siphoning your energy away or scrambling your energy. That's making it hard for you to do those core things that you're wanting to do, or that you're most meant to do here. So pay extra attention to that, because I feel that you're sensitive, and that people, especially people that are energetic bullies or that like to siphon energy off of people, that you might be. Raina, can you grab me some water? That it can scramble your energy field. And so what I'm seeing intuitively is that there are like a couple tools that might be helpful. I know for me, clear quartz over my third eye always helps me. But also a Terra shield from doTERRA. I put that around my auric field that blocks people, or visualizing white light and the layer of green light. But if you're an empath and you're around people that are toxic or abusive in some way, or not kind, even not kind, just abrasive. Thank you, honey. That it can scramble you. So I feel that part of the scrambling isn't from you. I feel it's external. And so making sure that you have enough quiet space, or in when you do meditation, or up your meditation, also visualize creating a core barrier between your energetic core and other people. Because I feel there's something, and I feel it's a relationship of some kind that's pulling energy. It's scrambling your energy somehow. So they're wanting you to block better and to get stronger. Nancy. Yes, honey.
I painted you a heart.
Oh, thank you. Look, I got look, this is my oldest niece, and she painted me a heart. I can't wait to put on my wall. Look at my cool heart. Yay. Thank you. I love it. You going to sign it for me?
Yeah.
Yay. Singing and dancing. They're wanting you to play more music. Music actually can really help balance the brain hemispheres. And this is really, for me, my neurology really plays into my energetics. I'm super sensitive, and I have to be really careful around people. Yay, I'm so glad I'm correct, Wendy. Yay. But singing and dancing, they're saying that you can use music and movement within music. I often will also exercise. I did that today, which was very helpful, because I injured my knee, so I've been really sad about it. And so I was like, I can do other exercise besides walking or being out there. But singing and dancing, and like vocally, I feel also from a vagal nerve perspective, and movement to music. It doesn't actually be dancing, but movement to music can greatly help you equalize the energetics, if that makes sense. So that's really helpful to me a lot, actually. And then this is your power cards. This is the most important. So excuse me, Raina, can you decrease that sound, please? So cutting your cords specifically to exes, or somebody that's siphoning your energy from your solar plexus. It's going to be really important to keeping your energetic field and the flow through your chakras as yours and not scrambled. But the cutting of those cords, there's many different types of cord cutting rituals, or I'm sure Reverend Kimberly Harrell, who does a lot of energy medicine and Reiki stuff, could help you with that too, if you're interested in doing it with a professional that does stuff with energy. But cutting your cords, I feel, is essential. And it shows, if you see the light on the sword, I believe that's Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is super, super strong, and super, super like, he represents strength and power and fortitude, and forging forward. And so, and taking action, and he's very strong. And so, cutting your cords with the light on the sword, that's how the cords get cut. So visualize. Hi, Emma, welcome. Yes, great. He's your guardian angel. So call him in, do a cord cutting ritual, but cutting specifically your exes, because I feel somehow there are several cords from them in you, and it's siphoning your energy. And so even though you might not be aware that this is happening, it is messing with your energetic field. So I hope that's helpful. Welcome today. So there's a lot of activity around me, so I hope it's not distracting. Who else would like a reading? So I have a little Grace and the kitty here. Oh, Wendy, I hope that's helpful. Yes, Emma, welcome. Is there, I'm going to, let's see. I feel it's from this deck. Did I drop my, here it is. This Lunar Oracle. These Lunar Oracle cards are really simple, but they're really, sure, Sue, welcome. Okay, so I like they're simple and they have like a weird color. They're like a huey pink. But I really like them because they're really strong cards. Like they're bold statements and they usually have, I use these often when I'm like just feeling a little off. They're very grounding in their bold statements. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Raina, you want to pull a card for Emma?
She's painting you a picture.
Charlotte, you're third. Oh, you're painting me a picture? Okay, you don't have to come. Julie, you want to pull a card for Emma? One card?
Oh no. Okay.
Okay, so pull one card. Hold on. Okay, here, pull from the deck. All right, so I pulled that one, and she's going to do an extra one for you. All right. Oh, it's a good card. It's a good card for me. When you put yourself center stage, it's easier to see the next step. And isn't that true? Because like it's in the doing that we're really able. Thank you very much. It's in the doing that I found this out today because I've been. Thank you so much, baby. Thank you. I love you. I got my heart. I love hearts. So I'm excited to have this. I'm going to put it right on my wall at home. It's in the doing that we move the energy. And so this is emphasizing and telling you that whatever it is you're most wanting to do, take whatever small action you can towards it in whatever capable way. And maybe it's a tiny little baby step. Maybe it's just, whatever it might be, this big thing, start researching it or going to the library or to Books A Million or to its bookstore or talking to people or networking or whatever it might be. Doing that the information comes to you. And so because my mind is always trying to keep me too safe, so they're really wanting to emphasize you to get out there and do whatever the beginning of it is, and you will find the resources in the movement. And I've been finding that a little bit lately because I've been a little bit stuck in my grief stuff lately because I've had just a lot of loss this year. Another uncle or a different person just passed away yesterday, and someone I love very much. And so what I'm finding is that if I'm willing to just even do 5 minutes of movement toward my vision or my goal or whatever it is I know I'm meant to do, I get like extra energy and extra intuitive information. And then I can keep the flow of the movement happening. And so they're emphasizing for you, Emma, is that I'm going to repeat this again because it's so powerful. When you put yourself center stage, it's easy to see the next step. So that is also prioritizing that time in your dream or whatever it is that you're most wanting. And the second card, it says, give your creativity the space it needs to flourish. So I would love to see even just 15 minutes a day, even 5 minutes a day. You'd be amazed at what I've done in 5 minutes a day or just committing to the 5 minutes. I know for me, I've been working on my second book, but I always forget that first book was like a monster. But that's what I did. I said, I'm going to do this for 5 minutes a day. And often I would go longer, but it was that momentum. There was somebody that was just talking about this. Oh, there's some big star talking about the momentum of, who was it? Anyway, I don't remember, but it was the momentum of just the starting of it and committing to the momentum of the start. So give your creativity the space it needs to flourish. Next one, it says, consider the advice of a friend, but make your own decision. So I'm a big believer in finding mentors and people that are smarter than me in whatever category that I think that I'm a little weak in or that I could grow a little bit more. So they want you to seek out some people around you, but in the final end, always going with your intuition to make that next right decision. But I feel that you could benefit from people that are wiser than you in certain areas, whether it be the heart. I feel it's more emotion spirit related than career, but that it's important that especially when we're trying to do other things and what our life has or new things or things that are out of our comfort zone. It's really always a wonderful thing to have people that believe in us and that help push us forward. And I'm very grateful to have several of those people in my life. So, but the most important thing is always go with your intuition, but make sure you do due diligence in gathering the information that you might need to make that first step. And it might not be like a thing you're creating. It could be a change in a relationship or a different parenting style or something like that. But that is essential. They're saying that you'll grow as a person and widen. They're showing me like widening your vision, the image of you widening your vision, and that it's essential for your own personal growth, and in the doing, you'll feel happier also with the connection to greater community. And oh, this is a good one too. It says your inner voice is not always right. And so I've been in 12-step recovery for many a year. Probably this is my 19th year, almost 20th year of 12-step recovery. Best thing I ever did in my life was enter recovery and for many different imbalances I had in my life and the trauma that I walked through. But that's one of the things that they teach. And that's what really turned my life around was that our inner voice is often connected to some of the hard stuff we walk through as children. So your inner voice that's reminding us that, specifically for you, that your inner voice is not always right, especially if it's that loud voice that's being mean to you in some way or being critical or negative. That it really is, it's that soft, intuitive voice that is often overridden by the loudness of the ego voice or the old, negative parent voice or critical parent voice. But that it's really important to remember that if we're not in awareness of that gentle voice of our intuition, to remember that mean voice inside of our minds is not always right. And so that would, and then this is the final card from Juliana. It says, focus on the present as it's here that change occurs. And I think that's so important, especially if we've had some difficult things in our past. This was the card that you chose, Jilly. Thank you so much. It says, focus on the present as it's here that change occurs. It's in the here and now. And I can get a little bit stuck in the past. And so it's a good reminder for both of us, but that it's in the present and in the actions of the present. And because, in 5 minutes, the present will be past, right? But it really is in the actions of the present and the moving forward that we are greatly able to change our lives and to create what we most want. So I hope that's helpful, Emma. Welcome. If anybody feels guided to donate, there's some donation information for the Unity of Gulfport above this video. But if you have PayPal, it's unityofgulfport@gmail.com. And then Venmo is @unityofgulfport, or their website is unityofgulfport.org /give. And all donations are greatly welcome to support activities like this and for the church community. Let's see. Who is next? You're welcome, Wendy. I hope that's helpful. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. No. Yeah, that was Wendy. So Sue, I think is Sue next. Sue, are you still here? Welcome, Sue. Are you still here, Sue? Who would like a reading? Oh, you're welcome. Oh, yay. I'm glad. Yay. Yes, awesome, Sue. All right. Let's see. Would I like to... Did you come on my Facebook group on a live with me? Sure, we can definitely talk about it. I have to see with my schedule. It's been a little slammed lately, but definitely reach out to me on Facebook. I'm under Dr. Debbie Roche, Roche. I think it's Dr. Debbie squished together because Facebook had some rules around naming. And so, yeah, but touch base with me and let me know what you have what you're looking to do. And so I'm always open to doing more things. And so, awesome. I don't know who said hi. Let me look on my thing here. So Sue is next. Hi, Laura. Welcome. I loved your reading or your written reading off the card that I pulled. I thought you did a really good job. You're welcome, Karen. Let's see. All right. So this is for Sue. Do you have a preference of deck, Sue, or would you like me to pick it for you? You're welcome, Laura. The moon one. Okay. I like the moon one. It has a grounding feel to it. And it's been a lot of emotion for me lately. And so it's been a good deck for me to come back to my more cerebral nature and go, okay, here's the statement. Here's the statement. Rather than I'm a Pisces, so like I like feel like my emotions have been so like big like the ocean. And so it's been good. This deck has been really good for that cerebral grounding thing. So this is called the Lunar Oracle. It looks like this. It's kind of a pastel-y. They're a little bit big cards, and they're very simple. But I really like their messages because they're like to the point and they're power statements, like spiritual power statements. Okay, so we got one. Does Jilly or Raina want to pull a card for Sue? Okay, they're doing homework. I'll see if Raina peeps out. Okay, the first one, Sue. Emotional. Yeah, it's. I don't. Sometimes I wonder. Like I'm such a. Okay, I'm here. All right. Yeah, I've been like that too. It's been emotionally very intense and very fluid lately, and I'm. Oh, you want to pull a card? One card for her? Okay, thank you. So this is little Raina. Sue is asking for a card reading, and so I had my 4 here. You want to pull an extra one for her?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Figure out what number is it? You know? Can you hear it? Do you hear the number?
4, 5.
It's the 5th one. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Raina. I'll talk about your card next, Raina, for her.
Okay.
Okay. So so yes, I totally thank you. Maybe it's the intense moon, but boy oh boy have I been feeling it. Especially, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like a lot of death, a lot of loss lately, and my uncle just passed yesterday. So, but yeah, but I like sometimes I think, my gosh, like, so I've been trying to do extra grounding lately. So the first card, Sue, is keep your heart open to unexpected possibilities. The universe is always working on our favor, and there's so many miracles that the universe can pull in our favor that are so beyond our conscious awareness of what's possible. So that's a great reminder, like that the universe can do awesome things and big things quicker than we could ever do ourselves. And so to not forget that, especially if you're in a little bit or fear. So this was Raina's card. You want to read it, Raina?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, read it for her.
Park your negative thoughts and work only with the positive.
Okay, so park your negative thoughts and work only with the positive. So this is about being extra aware of what your mind is doing. And so my mind tends to be a little too negative at times. And so I try to do a lot of positive thought training. And so your guides are wanting you, your angels and guides are wanting you to be extra careful of what your brain is telling you during this time, especially if it's emotional time. Because I know for me, if I'm very emotional and that part of me is in big flux or fluid, it is easier said than done. That's true. And sometimes my brain is just not willing. And if I'm in that place, then what I will do is I will put on affirmation, especially Louise Hayes. Sure, Sasha, you're welcome to do a question. I'm in the middle of Sue's reading, but you're welcome to ask a question. Charlotte, you'll be after Sue. And then Sasha. So easier said than done. That's true. Being aware of our thoughts and the vibration. And I know for me, if I can tap in to I will answer that question after that. After this, Sasha.
You pull your cards like this.
No, I don't pull them like that. And so it is hard, but they're saying journaling will help you because it will help strengthen your connection to your intuitive voice. And the intuitive voice is always, if you're able to, I was actually just writing about this in my next book, that if we're able to practice our intuition every single day or consistently and tap into that energy, we're able to hear it stronger and clearer. And that part of our brain that's negative, we're able to push it aside easier. And so it's kind of a spiritual skill or an intuitive skill, but that it can be strengthened the more that we're able um, to like activate it and tap into our intuition and our spiritual energy rather than our cerebral ego energy. So I hope that's helpful. We're going to get to do Sue's reading, Rena, but thank you for telling me. It says, Sue, old habits that no longer serve need reviewing. So I'm in this phase too right now in this area of my life, but old habits that no longer serve need reviewing. So this is all about really analyzing what are your life rhythms and patterns and which ones are not serving you and what you're most wanting. Even like the little ones. Like I really want to wake up early. I want to wake up at 6 a.m. every day, get my workout in, organize my house, and then do some, spiritual stuff and then get into action in my day. Have I been able to do it? No, I have not been able to do it last week, but I will get there. That's my goal. But that type of patterns, like what are your patterns? And how can you change them to fit what you're most wanting in your life? Because everything in our life is attainable if we're willing to change our patterns to align it with what we're wanting. This is your inner voice is not always right. So meaning your cerebral ego voice. I feel our intuition, if we're able to hear it or tap in and hear it, I feel that's always right. But except sometimes in romantic relationships, because the past life connection can override sometimes our intuitive connection. But especially if you're new. So, but be extra careful what your brain's telling you because it's not always right and it can be mean. And then the last one is this is your power card. Your own best efforts are all that's necessary to progress. That's great to know. So just take the next baby steps. And they're saying like you have all the power it is within you to do what you're most wanting to do. They're not showing if it's related to career or relationship, but I feel it's in one of those categories and that you're able to do it. Know that you have all the resources, emotional resources, mental resources, spiritual resources to help the momentum of it. And just take the next right action to towards what you're most wanting. And so I hope that's helpful. Let's see. So, Sasha, I'm just going to answer that question real quick, and then let's see. When I tap into that for you, I feel it very flat, meaning I don't feel any movement there towards romance. I think it's just simply more friends than anything. I don't feel his intentions are anything intimate or romantic in any way. So that's what my intuitive hit on that. And then Charlotte, is there anything coming for me this month? Can you clarify that question? Yay. Thank you, Sue, for sharing that. I don't use traditional tarot decks because it's a very left-brained way of giving intuitive readings. And I am extremely right-brained. And so my intuition really works with more analogies and visions and things. And so the tarot is a little bit too almost clinical for me in that way, if you want to use that word for intuitive readings. But it's a little bit too left-brained. And since I'm in that kind of left-brain world with the work that I do, I tend to like the right brain way of the intuitive reading. So I do not do the traditional tarot. I feel it can be very valuable. But I use my natural intuitive ability doesn't quite fit it well. I know some awesome intuitive or tarot readers. If you are interested in that modality, I can refer them to you. I can't get cards on it. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Sasha. I can't get cards on it, but let's see. Can't get cards on it. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I hope my reading was helpful. No, I don't. I don't use that. It doesn't fit my natural gifts because I can do readings without the cards, and I often do at the Mind Body Spirit Expo. It's coming up in about maybe 7 weeks or so at the Gulfport Casino if you're local. And let's see what else. All right, so Charlotte, are you still here? Would anybody else like a reading? I might do one for me. Raina, what are you doing? Raina Pie, you want to pull some cards for me if nobody wants a reading?
How much people are on 6?
I can't get cards on it. Who? Oh, you're wanting a reading on that experience. Is that what you're wanting, Sasha? Are you here still? I thought you were just wanting me to new here. Hi, Sheila. Welcome. That's fine. Good. I appreciate what you picked up. Okay. If you're wanting cards, I can pull cards for you. I just didn't realize that was what you were wanting. I thought you were just asking a question. So, Randy, you going to come pull my cards? Is that the casino thing they do? They still have the casino in there too. No, the casino I don't think is there anymore. It's called the Gulfport Casino, but it's no longer there. I don't think it's there. Or I don't think there's any casino stuff there. And so, but they have lots of other activities. And one of those activities is the Mind, Body, Spirit Expo that Reverend Kimberly Harrell puts on, also in affiliation with the Unity of Gulfport. And it's always an awesome event. I do that. I'm there. Okay. So you don't want to pull cards for me? You're not going to.
I got my 4 bracelets.
Okay. I love you. But the little one said she's too busy to pull cards for me. So I'll pull my own cards. Let's see. Sure, Sheila. What yeah, totally do it. Yeah, it's always a wonderful event. There's a price to have a table, and then you do readings all day. Tons of people come. It's always a wonderful event. I always have lots of fun. And so sure, Sheila. Oh, do your reading. Let's see. Let me see what deck I feel it is. I feel it's this deck. It's 8:22. The hour has flown by. It's been a busy day today.
Yeah, Charlie.
You're not going to pull any cards for me, kid?
Yeah, Charlie.
You are?
No, Charlie.
No? Okay. So I pulled yours from the Crystal Angel deck. Yeah, Laura, I would totally do it. It was been a great experience. I would totally do the Mind, Body, Spirit Expo. I would, if you are interested, though, I would sign up soon because it sells out for reader spots really fast because of the volume of the people, and it's a great event. All right, Sheila, deep emotional healing. I feel this is a time period, not so much for productivity, but really tapping into your own heart and feeling and releasing all of it, and doing extra emotional stuff to really tap into your heart and to do the emotional healing work. That's what I've dedicated this year to do for myself. I'm such a big believer in doing the emotional wellness work because I feel that's the one thing that actually inhibits us and depowers us in our lives. It's the lack of emotional wellness. Hi, kid.
Bye, bye.
Bye, baby. Ready to love again. Your heart's ready. Whether it be, I can't see this as a partner or like an actual partner or like you're showing me an area of the heart that you were hurt in, but that you're ready to love. I don't know if I'm not sure if it's associated with a partner or not, but that your heart is ready to connect again, even though you've been hurt. Multifaceted. I feel that you're multifaceted in many different ways, and you're very talented in many different things. However, this period of time they're re-emphasizing is about emotional healing and tapping in to your own heart and to make time and space for that. Stress reduction. Part of your wellness right now really is going to be to look at your life and decrease anything extra that you're investing in that's not essential. They're wanting you to clear your plate and to connect to yourself and create that emotional healing space. And whether that be with a coach or whether that be in a 12-step recovery room or whether it be with a therapist or reading books or journaling or meditating or however you really connect to your emotional wellness, they're really emphasizing that. And I feel like this period of healing is going to be extra essential for the next more productive movement phase of your life. Like if you don't do the work, you're just going to be stagnant in that next phase. Yeah, it's losing a parent. I just lost my dad in December. It takes time. And so it takes time to not only feel it, but to process all of the facets of the relationship, especially if it wasn't a good one. And my father and I really didn't have a great relationship, and it's been one of the hardest relationships of my life. So if that was a similar kind of dynamic with your mom, um, it takes time to unwind it in our minds and our hearts and our consciousness, and just be patient with yourself as you just accept her passing, and also all that has happened between you. And so it's just be extra gentle with yourself right now. Um, it takes time. I'm in that process now, and so um, create that space. I know that I will never regret making this space for this healing, and it's more valuable than anything, because emotional energy can lodge in our bodies and create all kinds of issues and health stuff and a whole bunch of other things. And they're just wanting you to create that space to heal, because you deserve that space and time. Own your own divine power. So they're wanting you to really tap into your own spirit and your soul, and to really connect to more divine energy and spiritual energy, to get more strong in your shoes. I know death can really, especially if you're an emotional being, I'm very emotional, that it can kind of rock us for a while. And so they're just wanting you to step more into your spiritual power, to connect more, to connect to yourself spiritually, and whatever which ways you feel the strength of that spiritual connection. And so to help you ground, and to help you drive even more power from within as you navigate your life during this time of grief. So I hope that's helpful. Let's see. I think I'm going to pull a couple cards from this for myself. Angel guides, gods and guys says, I haven't pulled this card in this deck from a long time. So we are about 3 minutes till hitting an hour, and so I'm almost ready to sign off. Did I miss anybody? I would like a reading or a intuitive question answered. Let's see. I'm starting to feel I'm tired tonight. I've been hanging with my nieces and doing a lot of different stuff. I'm just tired. Can you wonder who is that? Let's see. Who is? Sure, Laura. I'd be happy to. You'll be my last one though, because I'm starting to get tired. Coming up. Can you define that question, Charlotte? You're very welcome, Sheila. When you say anything, in what category are you? And are you looking for cards, or are you just looking for an intuitive answer? What category, Charlotte? So this one, I'm just going to pull 3 for me. So 17, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I'm just going to do this. I'm just a quick reading on me, because I'm going to head out. It says, God of spiritual healing, an aspect of you or a situation in your life is in need of healing. So I'm really in healing mode. So that's confirmation that I'm on the right path. Start to apply what you already know. Trust your intuition. So I'm currently writing my second book. So I've been trying to get into extra action around that. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly. So I'm sure that going to be coming out in my writing. I've been doing a lot of speaking lately, but I'm sure that will be coming after the book is done. Goddess of nature, you reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to fruition. That's awesome. I have many parts of my dream, but I've been really tapping in, especially to the waves, so that I just gain some greater spiritual momentum and recharging, because I've just been extra depleted emotionally this last couple of weeks and energetically. So grateful to reconnect. So, okay. Sometimes they won't show me the answer, Charlotte. That's the honest answer, is that they're not showing me. And sometimes when that's happening, they're wanting you to create a strong foundation for yourself, no matter what the answer is. They're saying that's the most important part of this. So all the self-care, like the exercise and the whatever you need to get in order for your life, they're wanting you to do. And they're not showing me a yes or no, because I feel like it's a maybe. Like it's sometimes things, free will of people is out of the angels' kind of ability to say yes or no, because it's a human choice. So I'm not getting a clarity on that. But most importantly, they're wanting you to remain strong. So whatever you do to remain strong, they're wanting you to do in this waiting time. Like, don't just like stop everything, like really do your due diligence of taking excellent care of yourself, physically, financially, whatever you need to do, emotionally, connecting to your people, whatever it is. And just know that whatever the answer, it's in your highest and best good from the divine. That's what I'm getting. So I wish you a lot of luck with it. But no, whatever the answer, no, it's in your highest and best good. Awesome, Charlotte. So that they're affirming that, but they're not showing me yes or no. That's the honest answer. So, all right. So who was the? Okay, so it'll be Laura and then Becky. Becky will be my last because I have to head off. I'm at my niece's house. So, this is Laura. Let's see. I feel it's the Journey of Love deck for you, Laura. That's what they're showing me intuitively. Let me find it. What did I do with that deck? I did have it. Raina, can you help me? Raina Lopez. She might have her headphones on. Here it is. Okay. All right, I found it. All right, Laura. This deck isn't, it's very abstract in its nature, its design, even in the pictures and in the wording, even on the cards. Okay. Wow, I'm feeling the tiredness set in. I'm always not good at being human. That's I always think, you know what I mean? Like that more human type stuff I've never been so good at. Let's see, 2, 3, 6, 7. All right. It says the pearl unthreaded, but when I touch this card for you, Laura, this is about unraveling the self intricately and really learning the dynamics of your mind and your heart and the way that you navigate in this more human plane, and really taking the time to invest in the awareness of that. Like the journaling or sitting down with another intuitive reader or with meditation and asking for your guides to show you nuances of things that you're not catching like cerebrally. And so that the pearl threaded, really it's about like learning it and taking the time to understand you at a very intricate level where you're able to see the nuances of your life and how you're navigating here, if that's helpful. They're wanting you to get even more intimate with yourself. That the knowledge, the self-knowledge of that, those intricacies will greatly help you in future endeavors and as you navigate specifically in your business with other people. Her Grace, when I touch this card for you, Laura, this is about you really connecting to the energy of the moon, the feminine energy of the moon. And so, and they're showing, and also the ocean. I'm seeing the ocean. So the more feminine elements and the energies, they're wanting you to surround yourself with them. Somehow it'll be supportive to you. I feel like even flowers or the movement of the ocean or the sunsets or like that more like gentle spiritual currency. They're wanting you to tap into that more and to connect to it. Because I feel like it will soothe you somehow, soothe your heart. The spaces between the words. So they're showing me you journaling, but specifically about the journaling, they're wanting you to connect even more intuitively through the words of journaling and through your words. Because as you know, because I know you're an intuitive too, that it really is the silence within ourselves as we tap in that gives us the greatest clarity. And so they're wanting you, it's almost a metaphor. You could use it with intuitive writing, or you can do it in other ways, but it really is that I'm hearing audibly for you is that they're wanting you to create more sacred space in your life every day to intuitively connect. Because I know you have these gifts too, and that and then specifically, excuse me, they're wanting you to take action. They're not just wanting you to hear whatever they say. They're wanting you to take action once you get clarity on what you're hearing. And so it will be the space between the words that will give you the exact and next right steps. That makes sense. So I can't see if you're with somebody or not. They're not showing me that information, but ethereal touch. Any type of intimate massage. So if you are with somebody, they're wanting you to experience light coming off somebody's hands as they're touching you. And so that it doesn't always have to be a partner. You can do it with your own self, but really visualizing almost Reiki energy, infinite energy coming off your hands and then touching the human form of you. And also there's a twofold meaning to this. Also really cognitively tapping in to the vibration of how it feels to connect to the spiritual realm. That ethereal touch, right? So when they're here blessing us with their words and messages, there's a vibration of that frequency, and they're wanting you to be cognitively aware of that frequency, because I feel that it will not only enrich you, but like almost like energize you from a spiritual space. So I hope that's helpful. Welcome, Charlotte. This little Raina. Okay, Becky's going to be my last one, and then I'll do a collective reading for all of us. Hi, Becky. Welcome. Would you are you still here, Becky? Excuse me. Oh, a little tired. Oh, I'm so glad. How neat. How neat that you just bought yourself flowers, Laura. Awesome. Yeah, I'm so glad. So glad. Best of luck to you. Awesome, Becky. All right. So I feel it's the green deck. I know you've been doing a lot with your hats and you have a lot of creative stuff going on. I don't think you're here yet locally, but I think you're maybe here soon. But always good to see you at the Mind Body Spirit Expo event. So I feel it's this deck for you. And then Laura will be Becky will be my last reading. And then I'll do a quick collective reading. And then I'm tired. So I'm going to go home to my old kitty to cuddle her. And so I'm going to connect with my nieces a little bit more. And then I'm going to head off to my old kitty. Well, welcome. Well, I hope you're having a good time in Michigan and that you're doing well, my dear. Always good to see you. All right. Excuse me. My body loves to exercise, and so I was able to exercise a little bit today. I was grateful to do that because, like I said, I had hurt my knee. All right. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Pay attention to your dreams. This is it says you're receiving divine guidance while you sleep. Even if you don't remember your dreams, the answers are in your unconscious mind. So if you're having any unique dreams, I encourage you to write them down, Becky, because I feel like there are messages that are coming to you into your conscious mind from that realm. So they're wanting you to pay more attention as soon as you wake up too. And if you don't remember, just kind of ask your guides, what information did I receive from my dream state that can be helpful. The law of attraction, they're wanting you to listen to Abraham Hicks more. Abraham Hicks is an awesome collection of deities that somebody channels, but there's awesome information on the law of attraction. So anything law of attraction would be extra helpful for you right now, Becky. You're right at that brink of being able to utilize those principles and make them work for you. I feel there's some happy news coming. They're not showing exactly what type of happy news, but this next couple of weeks I feel it's going to be happy for you. So know that and be grateful for that. But it's a lot of positive energy coming your way. Pay attention to your intuitive hits or information that comes to you, because I feel that there's a lot of great inspiring ideas, especially for future business stuff. I'm not seeing anything on relationship stuff. I feel it's other stuff, like just happy news in general, like for general life stuff. I don't feel anything relationship related to that. So, but I hope that's helpful. Becky, good to see you. I'm going to pull a collective and then I'm heading off because I am tired tonight. I am tired. I did a lot today. So I'm going to pick from the Reiki deck. Reverend Kimberly I can't talk today. Reverend Kimberly Harold just posted an article that was talking about research involving Reiki, and that there were like 1,500 people that they documented around Reiki, and it showed all these positive changes in their physiology and pain and everything else. So You're welcome, Becky. All right, so this is the collective for all of us. Some pull 3 cards. Let's see, 1. Excuse me. Okay. This event is put on by the Unity of Gulfport. So if anybody feels guided to make a donation, there's information above this video, and also you can always give on their website, which is unityofgulfport.org/give. All right, so the 3, singing and dancing are coming up. So, whoops, singing and dancing. I always incorporate exercise into this because it's part of my dancing, but they're just encouraging us to really just embrace the joy of the simple moments, and that singing and dancing is one of those things we can do to flow divine energy through us to help us connect better and be more joyful. And that I always find a lot of insight and messages and information, awesome information in books. And so they're encouraging us to seek out the answers in written form that maybe we are most needing right now. Hi, Lynn. I am completely exhausted at the moment. And I have to go because I'm at my niece's. But if you ever want to meet for coffee or this week anytime, let me know. I'll be happy to do a reading in person for you. I'm just exhausted. Or even on FaceTime, I'd be happy to do it for you too. I have to go. I'm conked out. But thank you so much for joining us tonight. The last collective reading, and then little Raina, you want to pick one card for the collective reading?
For who?
For all of us. This is Raina. Thank you so much. Raina, pick one card for the collective reading, and then we're done. So pick one more card.
You a tired squeak.
I am a tired squeak. Yes, I am. And so the last card, the collective reading. Yes, that would be great, Lynn. I'd love to connect with you. I think I'm free Saturday. So I don't know if you're in Gulfport, but maybe it's Sumitra or something. Ascended Masters. Hi, Raina. Lynn says hi, Raina.
Hi.
So our last power card of our collective reading is the Ascended Masters. And this is, I have a close connection to Archangel Michael Gabriel, and sometimes Metatron. Is that the one? I always mess up the name. But if you feel guided to look up some of the Ascended Masters, those are like the master angels that can come and connect with us especially when we're feeling weak or scared. And they're awesome. They're awesome because each one has like specific personality traits and energetics that are often helpful. And so our last one. All right. This is a great card for me too, Raina. It talks about our parents. We lost the card. 1 second. And it says, the divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother and father. I hope that's helpful, everyone. Much love, many blessings. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Much love. I'll talk to you soon. I'll be here next Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Take care now. Bye-bye.
You're not cool.
Oh, you think you're